Preparations are already underway across the city for celebrations surrounding the nation's 250th birthday next year. Today, Dan Snyder got a look at some of the most historic pieces surrounding our nation's founding and how leaders say they hope it inspires.
Today actually marks 500 days until July 4th, 2026.
It's the day the United States will mark its 250th birthday, with Philadelphia taking center stage. With that in mind, the Historical Society of Pennsylvania opened its vault to show us some of their most precious pieces.
This is the Declaration, probably a day or two before it's finalized.
One thing that makes this version different, it was printed with notations from Thomas Jefferson, like quotations around the phrase, "All men are created equal."
But when Jefferson put things in quotes, it meant that he was going to read this out loud and he was going to lean into those words.
The Historical Society has thousands of documents it's ready to showcase in 2026, like handwritten letters from George Washington during the Revolution to the first draft of the U.S. Constitution.
They wrote freedom of speech and they put a check mark next to it, which meant that's important and we need to get back to that.
As we look toward 2026, the Historical Society also showed us how past centennial celebrations have played out. There's the centennial of 1876, which brought the U.S. its first World's Fair.
When the centennial opened in May, all the way until it closed at the end of the year, 10 million people had come through Philadelphia.
While the bicentennial 100 years later was clouded by protests from a combination of groups.
People from all walks of life gathered in Philadelphia on July 4th, 40,000, and marched in protest of the bicentennial celebration.
While these pieces give us a glimpse of the past, leaders at the Historical Society say they hope people will use them as guidance for how we move forward.
Understanding the past, analyzing the past, helps us to think about where we're going and how we're going to get there.
Dan Snyder, CBS News, Philadelphia.